Hello everybody. Today we're going to take a look at our new to us Rockwood 2318G tent camper, pop-up camper for the rest of us. This is a new to us model. It's a 2022. Just got it today or brought it home today at least from Camping World. We'll start back here real quick. We have the slide accessory rail. Right now I just have the table set up on it. Unfortunately, it's been wet today. It was sitting out in the lot and it got rained on. They tried to dry it off the best they could, but it still had some water on it. So we decided between the break and the rain, couldn't get any more wet. So we set it up to dry. It dried almost completely, and then it started misting again. So we're back to somewhat wet. The vertical surfaces aren't too bad, honestly, at all, but that is. So we'll just do a quick walk around of this today. We'll have some more info on this later. But over here, like I said, it comes with the table, and there's a griddle that can sit right here. Here is your access for the propane, the quick connect. Table attaches. This is your gravity water fill to fill up the tank. As I remember, it says it's a 20-gallon freshwater tank. There is no gray or black tank on this. We have a one-piece screen door, which is super nice. Our last one, granted it was 19 years older than this one is, had a two-piece that sort of went together. I believe it's an 11-foot awning. It might be 12. I don't know exactly, but probably 11 feet. The flyer, I believe, said that this was a 17 feet 10 inches from ball to spare tire. Opened up, it's 24 inches, or 24 feet 10 inches, I believe. We do have the dinette slide, bump out, pull out, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty nice. Air conditioner hookup there, and the outdoor shower right there. So we do have two 20-pound propane tanks here. Camping World says that they filled them up, but I haven't looked. There is a single battery. It looks like it's set up for two batteries, but there's only one here right now. The dry weight is 2,616 pounds. It does take a seven connector, 7-prong, 7-blade trailer hitch. Has the power winch lift, which is super nice. Awfully noisy, but super nice. Much faster than cranking yourself. And this is an odd feature to me, because your city water's here. Remember, your gravity fill's on the other side, but your city water's here, and this ends up being your sink drain. We do not have a toilet or bathroom, or toilet or shower in here, so all we have is just the sink drain. One way you know which is which is the discharge is a male end, and the inlet is a female end. So I have one of those roller porta tanks that I've made a real short 2-3 foot long hose for this. Just two female adapters. That's what I use on our old camper too. So if I can do this without breaking it real fast. Cross-threading it, there we go. Now we do have the rooftop AC unit. It is a Coachmen. So far it's working fine. I don't know if you can hear it, but that cord plugs in there. Luckily for me, I'm tall, I can reach that in case I forget. But I think the average person probably would not be able to. This is a shower. It looks similar to a sink faucet and a hose. I don't have the keys with me, so I'm gonna pull that out. Your normal twist lock Hubble connector 30-amp plug. The pull out here, it's your water heater. And this is, I believe this is total pass-through. Yep, it's a pass-through all the way across. Now it came with the crank for the stabilizers and a wheel for the tongue jack. I'm starting to put these in, so this is some other stuff I had for the old camper. So that did not come with it. It has a nice locking container, locking storage in here. We do have a furnace, which is super nice. It's a cable hookup. There's a coax connector right inside this wall. We've never stayed anywhere with a cable hookup, so I'm not sure it's going to be of any use to us, but that's alright. This is how you latch it closed once it's pushed all the way in. I'm not going to do that today just because it's already set up. It's going to have to be up again another day at least now because it's starting to get wet again. But we can look at that later. Coming around the back, we have another bunk. I believe this is a 60 by 80 bunk, and that one is a 70 by 80. I may have that backwards, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. We have our support brackets there, plug in the bumper on both sides, and a spare tire. There are options, which is sort of nice. I'm not exactly sure why you would need those, but there are options in case you need to have it tighter. It's a little squished right there, sorry. That's a quick walk around of it. Let me flip on the awning lights here. Oh, it does also have this nice handle. Our other one didn't have one, so I mean, it wasn't a big deal to get in and out, but it is nice to be able to have the option for the kids and stuff. Open the door just real quick, just to turn on the awning light. If I hit the right switch. So it is super nice. We have a LED strip that runs the entire length of the awning for nighttime and things. We used to have to hang lights if we wanted to have lighting at nighttime there. We do have the deck or porch light, whatever they call it, the bug light yellow. Have an outside GFCI protected outlet, which is also super nice. What I used to do before, which is probably not recommended, is feed an extension cord through one of these gaps to run our stuff. We'll come inside. The floor is dirty. I haven't cleaned that. I'm not going to for a little bit. But here's our interior. Here's our slide out, bump out for the dinette. I'm in the process of cleaning it, so there's stuff all over the place. We do have a powered vent fan here in the ceiling. I think it's a fantastic fan. I'm not really exactly sure. Either way, it has the motorized fan, crank, thermostat, fan speed. There are the 12-volt accessory plugs to power lights like this. Like this. Or the combo fan light like this. And both of these do have clips, so you can clip them to the, gosh, I don't know what you call the shepherd's hooks, the push-out bars right there, whatever they are. So you have a light, and you have a 2-speed fan built in. So low, probably can't see that, but low or high. That works pretty well, it seems. Now our old one didn't have these fancy, I guess they're valances or valances, however you say that. They go all around the edge to hide the atrocious pieces here, or the seam. Heaven forbid you have to see the seam, but they have them. We have a smoke detector, which is new to us, and then these individual lights, which is pretty cool. Now again, we're upgrading from a 19-year-old one that was an 8-foot box, so these are probably pretty standard conveniences to the rest of you, but to us it's pretty neat. This is a heated mattress on both sides. However, we're not sure it works. It doesn't seem to, but that's okay. That was something they mentioned, that would not be part of any warranty or guarantee or whatever, as it's an accessory, but that's alright. Operational, it's the same as anything else. You have the clips, the hook, push that out, this part folds in, folds down. There's a nice accessory net here, and that is on both sides. We'll hop down here real quick. On both sides, same deal. This one is the bigger bed. Same deal with this mattress heater. I don't think it works either. Now we have the curtains. We have the hanging pantry, which we're pretty excited about. 3-burner propane stove and sink. Now we have one of these already. I forget which one's which. I think this is city water, this is tank water. I don't remember, to be honest, but I think that is the case. Either way, with these types of faucets, it's not hot and cold. I don't believe it is. I have to look at the book. Maybe I'll put a note in here overlaying my video to see what it is. On our last camper, one was tank 12-volt pump, one was city water. So maybe I will actually look that up, and I'll put the answer overlay it here. Here's a 3-burner propane stove, very nice. You're not going to put anything giant on these, but you can fit an 8-inch, maybe a 10-inch cast iron right here, 8-inch, or a kettle, something like that over here. There are some parts missing because I'm washing them. There's a utility tub that sits right here. That's going to be in the dishwasher in a couple minutes. Nice little fold-out storage there. And this drawer includes a utensil tray, which again, like I said, is in the dishwasher. Otherwise, these are full-length cabinets made out of 1/2 inch. Maybe this might be pushing 3/4. Maybe it's 5/8 of an inch plywood, which we thought was really nice. Just 2 more drawers down at the bottom. We have another GFCI protected outlet there. We have a water heater. I don't have it on. I don't have the water hooked up, so I don't want to risk burning it up. But I did test it before we left. It does work. 2 USB charging points right there. Here's our converter / breaker panel. You can see the breakers, and there's the fuses there. And here's turn on the 12-volt water pump. We have a carbon monoxide and flammable, this one says propane gas alarm. So if it senses either one of those, it'll alert. I don't think it shuts off the gas like some do. I think it just alerts. Here is the GFCI outlet that controls the rest of them. This is a fancy hidden access panel to reach the other items. You can unscrew either this side or this side and it'll open up. And this is velcroed on to reach inside there. The water pump and some wiring is in there. Nothing terribly exciting to look at. Oh, actually, that's not true. There is... I doubt you're going to be able to see because it's too dark. Yeah, it's super dark. Anyway, in there is a canister water filter, which is going to be pretty nice. But the guy there did say that we should go ahead and keep using the hose filter as well. Using both would be best. We do have a 12-volt fridge. Pick up on the little handle there and lift a little bit and pull. I think it's mad. I don't remember why it's mad, to be honest. I changed the setting in here because we're not using it when I was cleaning it, and I've had the yellow light on ever since. I'll have to read the book to see what I did. But it does get very cold. I had some stuff in there earlier, and the freezer element up here froze. Take a look in there. It is a hotel fridge at best in terms of size, but it should work for those items that need to be kept cold. Like raw meats and things like that. It feels like it should be okay. Maybe keep a drink cooler so we don't run the room. Continuing along, we have a really small little storage cabinet here underneath the dinette bench. Oh man, that's my knee. And we do have the water heater tucked away in there. Right now we're not going to mess with that at all. This does have this Suburban griddle. As you can tell, it hasn't been touched in a long time. So we might start working on that, we'll see. I do have a Blackstone, a 22-inch, I believe, Blackstone. I'll probably bring it with for the first time or two, just to get the feel of everything. Collapsible table, right now it's folded down, so it could be used like a bed. And these cushions you see all over the place are the couch and bench cushions. Like I said, I want to have it all open because we're airing things out right now, cleaning them out. This is that spot you saw originally on the outside, where I'm storing some things, so that's really nice. It's a full pass-through. The roller wheels are so that the bed itself doesn't slam into the wall here, and it can roll right over the top. Just another small little storage spot. And here is our cable hookup that we saw on the outside. Again, we've never brought a TV. We've never had a cable hookup at a campground we've ever been to. But maybe we'll start bringing one. We'll see if we start going places that have them. Now that we have the option. Have another 120 volt outlet there. I don't have a clue what this is. Actually I do. It's for the gaucho or guaucho bed, however you say that. This part picks up and slides out, and it folds out into almost a twin. And this is the support for it. This is nothing more than a cup holder. So, I guess for sitting here on the couch watching the TV, you sort of put your drinks. We'll see if that gets used, or if the kids break it off. We'll find out. Here's that bed, the gaucho or guaucho or whatever you're supposed to say bed. Like I said, right now it's set up in the couch configuration. Sorry for all the cushions, but you can imagine what a couch would look like here. The width of the the seat and the back goes up. And there are 2 cabinets underneath here, and these fold down. That actually goes pretty far back. It's probably hard to see because it's starting to be dark out. That goes all the way to that back wall. That is the back wall of the camper there, so it goes back pretty far. And then here's the front one, which goes all the way over to here. I don't think I covered it, but there is one right inside the door. There's one right underneath this cabinet too. Something really neat, well, fire extinguisher, of course, very important. But something really neat to us is this came factory with the solar controller converter. It does have a, I think it's a 100-watt solar panel on the roof. Whenever I bring it down, maybe in another video, I'll share that. But so far it's been working. It's been great. We had this hooked up before I plugged it in, and it was running several of the 12-volt options. It was running those. Pretty certain it ran a light or 2. And of course the battery runs the lift. So here's our interior. Sorry about the state of things. Like I said, we're trying to just get it cleaned up a little bit before we fold it back down. So here we go. This is a substantial improvement over our last one. Our last one probably had floor space from there to here. It was an 8-foot box completely, and 2 almost queens, really more full size. So we're pretty excited to have more room in this one. One last feature I almost forgot about to share, I thought was really neat, was in these windows. Say this one for example, we have the smoked plastic vinyl, whatever it is, windows. You can unzip, get airflow, and I had the screens, of course, which is very nice, and the curtains. And these curtains have Velcro snaps down here to hold everything closed. Before we just have to stretch them as far as we could to make them, you know, stay open. But over here, these have 3 layers. You have the regular vinyl covering. Find the zipper, and that's in the far corner. And they all are. All right. We'll slide this up and around. You have the normal vinyl covering here. You have the smoked vinyl, and the smoked vinyl opens. You have the screen, so you can still get airflow back here in the dinette, and that's for all 3 of these. And that is going to be super nice. A lot of even travel trailers do not have windows that open back here in the dinette section. We did look at some of those. Ironically, that's what we wanted to get at first, until we poked our head in this one, and there was an older one they had in the lot, and we realized that maybe actually this is what we wanted to do again. I really like the towing factor of these. They drop down below the tailgate so you can see straight across. They don't weigh a whole lot. Just super simple to pull. Take more work to set up, but they don't weigh a lot. They pull really easy, and it still feels like camping. You know, you can open up all these windows, and you have windows all the way around. And that's something that we did miss when it came to looking at travel trailers. If I wanted to sit at home, I would sit at home instead of coming out here. So it's just our thoughts. I'll end you with a picture outside. Otherwise, thanks for watching. There'll be more to come, and please ask any questions.